Good morning all. Today I'm going to take you through one of our latest developments. It's an off-market opportunity but soon to come online. It is in an area called South Kingsville. Now this development is for you urbanites, people that really find value being close to CBDs, areas where you've got gentrification, where an area is changing, becoming cooler over time, and want to tap into an affordable area within the Melbourne market. When I say affordable, I mean affordable relative to its proximity to water and proximity to the CBD. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump straight in. Now, let's start at the top level and talk about very quickly, for all of you that don't already know this, I'm a massive fan of the Victorian market, particularly in Melbourne. Now, this has come from the government data on population and population forecasts. One of the big things here, part of this forecast here, the Centre for Population, this is government data, has pointed out population growth state by state. Over the long term, this is basically now 2022, going over the next 10 years, they anticipate that Victoria will be the fastest growing state. So from a demand point of view, it's people that we're looking at and at the end of the day, they're the ones buying your real estate and renting it from you. So Victoria is one of the big front runners for population growth. Now, looking at how that growth is coming in, there's two main ways: births, deaths, but then there's also migration. For net overseas migration, it's anticipated that, again, Victoria is going to be the big front runner. And then for net interstate migration, this is people coming from around Australia moving about. Queensland's a big winner, but also Victoria is going to be getting a lot of net interstate migration. Now, what we saw during COVID is a lot of people left Victoria, a lot of people left New South Wales and went to Queensland. Queensland was one of the best performing states during this sort of COVID, and that's because of the massive amount of population that ran into that state and because of the limited supply that was available. Now, the thing that I want to show you here, which I find very interesting, is population growth in the cities. And it is anticipated by 2029-2030, Melbourne's population will be bigger than Sydney. This is why when I'm looking at the bigger, longer term cycles, if we're thinking about this investment from a 10-year perspective, 10 years, Melbourne to me makes a lot of sense. So this is why today I'm going to be taking you through some of the opportunities in the Melbourne market. Now, again, this is very, very quick. This is showing you net overseas migration. We already covered that earlier. But long story short, what it's showing you is migrants coming into the country land in Sydney, they land in Melbourne, they land in Perth. Sydney and Melbourne are the two big front runners. So what we want to do as investors is say, well, then where are they going within these states? And then where can we find really good value? Now, the development that we're looking at today is, it is called New. And this is it in all of its beauty. They are a bunch of terraces. We've got 32 terraces, some facing the road, some at the back of the estate. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice treatments to the front and the back. This is what they are. Some of the 3-story terraces, some of them are 2-story. And the area which we were talking about earlier is a place called Kingsville. So this is it here. That's the actual location. You're about 8 kilometers into the CBD, about 8 k's into the CBD. You can get into the CBD by car in about 20 minutes. If you're catching public transport, you're in there in about 30 minutes. If you want to get down to Williamstown Beach, that's about a 10-minute drive or about 30 minutes on public transport. And it's about 6 Ks. Then you've got Altona Coastal Park, which is absolutely beautiful. And just nearby, you've got a whole bunch of new changing restaurants, bars and cafes coming to the area. It is not yet cool. I'd say the cooler areas around in Melbourne, if you're not familiar, is going into Moonee Ponds, going into places like Fitzroy North, Carlton. They're the cool areas, if you will. But this here are the city fringe areas that are on the change. Footscray is on the change. So what I want to do now is point to you. So that's the site there, 93 New Street. Very good, easy access into Spotswood train station. You can drive over, park your car, and then head straight into the CBD. From Spotswood into Melbourne, 15 minutes on the train. So very, very quick. So if you're driving over to Spotswood, parking your car and driving in, it's about 20 minutes into the CBD. So very, very good commuter location. Now, from an aesthetic point of view, nearby, there's plenty of parks. This is what we were talking about. It is gentrifying. It is becoming a cooler, nicer area to live. Those cafes, places to drink and eat and entertain are popping up. You've got the Stony Creek Golf Course nearby and the Altona Lakes. And you're really quick into the ocean, which is really nice. It's good to have accessibility to the water. This here is the estate, and this gives you a really good idea of how quick you are into Williamstown, how far you are from the CBD, and its proximity into the urban activation. Now, the area itself is primarily low density. You'll get there's some townhouses coming in from Mirvac and I think Lend-Lease, but the vast majority of homes in this area are $1 million plus houses. $1 million, $1.5 million houses. That's your neighbors. So this is the location map. We'll share all of this information with you so you can go through it in your own time, but it just covers over everything that we discussed. Woolworths in Altona isn't really too far. Just over here, it talks about where the river is. So you've got the Yarra River not too far as well. And we'll share all this documentation with you. Now, what I want to do, take a second, is to talk to you about the Freighter Group. We've spoken and worked with Freighter in the past. They do very, very beautiful developments. Specification is excellent. Some of our clients recently completed on some townhouses in Heidelberg. They were extremely happy with them. Now, as for the actual plans, the estate, and how it looks, you've got the 32 townhouses here, so it's a boutique development. It is hemmed in by Hazel Way and New Street, and you've got the 2-bedroom terraces here and here. You've got some 4-bedroom terraces through the middle, and then a bunch of 3-bedroom terraces here. As for pricing, we're ranging between $795,000 up to about $1.25 million. So there's a really good affordable price point getting close to the CBD, but then there's some really good owner-occupier stock. So as an investor, we're going to be taking a cross section. We don't want to be buying all of these. We've only limited ourselves to about less than 10, I'd say, maybe 6 to 10 of these we'll be taking as investors. The rest we're going to be leaving to the local agent and to those owner-occupier purchases. Now, what I want to do now is also show you some of the floor plans. This is the 3-bedroom configuration. You can see here that it has internal access. So just to reference you here, you've got the garage entrance and exit. These are the 3 beds type 1 terraces where you park your car in at the front. So you come in, park your car. You also have a undercover car spot. Well, it's a garage. You've got your bins at the front, little entranceway, some nice green work. Coming through internal access from the garage, you have a kitchen island, a place to sort of park your benches, a little space here for your dining room table, then your lounge area. You've got a wash closet downstairs, which is great. So it means if you're entertaining guests, no one needs to go up into your private spaces. And then you've got a neat little backyard here, which is about, what's that? Level 1 ground. I have to double check that, but it looks to be about 20 square meters. So double check that now. Your type 1s, first floor, you've got 82 square meters, in total 137. The garage is 25. 67. Looks like it's about 55 square meters at the front and the back. So I'd estimate that backyard is about 20 square meters, roughly. Now, when we come back up, this is plenty of storage on the ground floor. We come upstairs, or storage underneath the stairs. Once we come up, you've got some more storage here to the left, I guess effectively a linen closet. You've got a very big master suite with a small study nook, a his and hers, small bathroom, or a good sized bathroom here. That's your master suite. Coming through, you've got bedrooms 2 and 3 with another bathroom here, which looks over into the little garden. And then you've got your 2-bedroom terraces. These are very neat. I like them. You come in from the front. Now, these are facing the main road. Well, not the main road, but facing the road. It's only 2 cars each way. A front garden. Bedroom 1 downstairs with a huge robe, wall to wall. You've got a bathroom downstairs, and then the garage is at the back. So you get access from the back. Good thing is, from the garage, you park your car, take your groceries, and you go upstairs. Upstairs, you've got a very nice open plan kitchen area here, dining space there, and then you've got your lounge room here. And then you've got your master suite with a nice sized robe and an ensuite just here. And then a little balcony off the back. So 9 square meters, good size. You can fit a table of 4 very comfortably, plus a barbecue, which looks out into the front area. So that's the 1-bedroom, the 2-bedroom. And then you've got your 4-bedroom suites. These are the $1.25 million homes, which are split over the 3 levels. Come in, ground floor bedroom, you go upstairs, they've got a double car garage, big open floor living plan. And when you go up again, you've got bedrooms 1, 2, and 3. This is your master suite with a walk-in robe as well. And then this is the other configuration of the 4-bedroom suite as well. So here we have the specification. We've got Bosch appliances. We've got coastal oak cabinetry, which is going to be on the front of the cabinets. Reconstituted stone bench tops. Double underslung sinks with some chrome appliances. This is what the bathroom suites are going to look like, and I'll show you here what the display will come up as. So we'll go into stock, Kingsfield, display suite photos. Here is the display suite, as we're saying, floor to ceiling tiles. It's a really nice looking stone. The shower, waterfall edge, and your handheld. I actually have this shower. It's a really nice piece of hardware. It's like a brushed looking brush or brushed sort of chrome. Nice weave carpet in the bathrooms, or in the bedrooms. These are the kitchens. Nice mosaic tile. Nice light fitting. In the kitchen, you've got your waterfall edge and then a space to sort of put your bar stools and eat your breakfast as a breakfast bar. Lovely looking, natural looking wooden floorboards. There you go. So I hope that has been helpful. That is the review of the freighter development in South Kingsville. If you want to know more and want to do a cash flow on each of these, reach out to the team. I have done 2 here, but they are not personalized. So what we'll do is quickly go through the 3-bed and the 2-bed configuration. But again, you'll need to customize them to your specific circumstance. Here we are going through the cash flows. This is the 2-bedroom configuration. We've set in a price at $795,000. We've captured the stamp duty here. I've put in a 20% deposit and you're paying the stamp duty out of your cash. So it's a total investment of about $204,000. We've got a growth rate of about 6% and inflation in at 4%. I've put in rent at $500 rent per week. We've got a few agents now doing some rental appraisals. So this information will come back and we can confirm whether we're a little over or a little under. But what we've done is a market analysis and we feel that this is about right. The interest here, I've got it in at interest only and 4%. We've gone a little bit above where the market is at the moment. And we've put in all the rental expenses here: rates, insurance, maintenance, and body corporate. So going down the line, getting $500 rent per week, we've got $25,480. So that, you can see, more or less covers your interest cost of $25,700. Then you've got your rental expenses. So your out-of-pocket expense is about $7,000. 7,071 divided by 12, about $600 per month. Then with all brand new property, we've got the depreciation in the building, depreciation in the fixtures and fittings. These are estimates. We've got some loan costs, which I will remove. And I've put in a tax credit of your income in at about $150,000. So with deductions of $44,000, you're looking to get a refund of about $7,300. So if it costs you $6,700 through the year and you're getting about $7,000 back, it's positively geared $500 per year. The way that I like and thinking about this is you run the property for the full year, take your tax return, put it into the account, and then it services each of the subsequent years, as you can see. Over time, the property becomes more and more cash flow positive because you've got your rents increasing as well. Now we'll quickly have a look at the 3-bedroom cash flow now. Here, $795,000. We've got 20% deposit plus cost, so it's about $250,000 in. I've got the rents in at about $600 per week. So you've got $30,000 in rent coming in, interest costs of $31,000 going out, and then we've got your rental expenses all here. So your out-of-pocket expense is about $8,000, $8,163 divided by 12. That's $680 per month. Now, accounting for all of the depreciation, let's remove your loan costs again. So your total deductions would be about $51,996. Again, we've put your tax credit in or your income in at $150,000. And it says here, as an estimate, you get about $8,300 back. So if it costs you $7,800 and you get $8,300 back, you're positively geared about $500. So between the two, it's pretty similar. Through the year, it costs you about $1,000 more to run the 3-bedroom, but after tax, they're about the same. So I hope that those cash flows have been helpful. Again, if you want some tailored cash flows for your particular circumstance, talk to the team. They're happy to take you through the development, walk you through the different timescales, what your requirements are up front and at the end, and then also take you through the individual cash flows to suit your specific deposit and your income needs. Happy investing.